God is saying, someone is warning you about a person whose name begins with the letter M. Don't skip. The name is about to be revealed. You were not meant to scroll past this, and you know that deep inside your spirit something is pulling you to stay. I'm speaking to you right now because this is not a small warning. This is something that can shift your life if you ignore it. I am revealing to you that someone close or someone entering your life carries a name that begins with M, and there is a reason heaven is drawing your attention to this. This is about protection, discernment, and understanding what is being hidden from your eyes. If you stay and listen, you will begin to see clearly what confusion has been covering. Type Amen to affirm. You have been sensing something was off, even if you could not explain it with words. That feeling in your chest, that quiet discomfort when you think about a certain person, that is not your imagination. That is me guiding you. The warning is not meant to create fear inside you, but to open your eyes before something becomes too heavy to carry. There is a person whose name begins with M, and their presence in your life carries energy that you must examine carefully. I am not asking you to run blindly, but I am asking you to pay attention deeply. You may feel a strong urge to ignore this and continue as if everything is normal, but I am asking you to pause. If this touches your heart even slightly, take a moment to like this and share it with someone who may need this clarity too. What you are hearing right now is not random, and it is not coincidence that you are here at this exact moment. There is timing in this, and I am aligning your awareness so you do not walk into something unprepared. Your life holds value, and I will not let you move blindly when a warning has already been released. The person connected to this letter M is not necessarily obvious at first glance. They may appear kind, supportive, or even deeply connected to you, and that is why this requires your spiritual attention. Sometimes danger does not arrive loudly. It comes softly, wrapped in familiarity and comfort. You have already felt moments where something did not sit right, and you brushed it away to keep peace. I am telling you now, do not ignore those moments anymore, because they were signals meant to guide you. Type yes to affirm. There is something about this person that you have not fully seen yet. It may not even be intentional harm, but their presence carries influence that can pull you away from your purpose. You are chosen, and because of that, not every connection is meant to stay in your life. Some people are placed near you as tests, while others are placed as lessons, and you must learn to recognize the difference. This is not about blaming or accusing. This is about protecting what I have placed inside you. You have been walking through a season where clarity has been slowly building. Things that once confused you are beginning to make sense, and this warning is part of that clarity. I am not leaving you in the dark. I am lighting the path ahead so you can walk with confidence. The name beginning with M is not random, and as you reflect, you will begin to recognize who this connects to. Do not rush this understanding. Let it come gently, and trust the feeling that rises inside you. There are conversations you have had, moments you have shared, and small details that are now coming back to your mind. Those memories are not returning by accident. They are being brought forward so you can see the pattern clearly. I am guiding you to connect the pieces you once overlooked. What seemed harmless before may now feel different, and that shift is not something to ignore. It is the beginning of your awareness opening. You are not alone in this, and you are not expected to figure everything out by yourself. I am walking with you through this realization, step by step. When something does not feel aligned with peace, you must trust that feeling instead of dismissing it. Your spirit recognizes what your mind sometimes struggles to accept. That is why I am speaking now, so you do not silence that inner voice again. This does not mean that you must confront or act immediately. Sometimes the first step is simply seeing clearly and allowing truth to settle within you. Once you see clearly, your actions will naturally follow with wisdom instead of emotion. You have grown stronger than before, and you are not the same person who ignored signs in the past. This time, you will understand, and you will respond with clarity. There is also a deeper reason this warning is reaching you now. Something is shifting in your life, and you are stepping into a new level of purpose. Not everyone can go with you into that space, and some connections will begin to feel out of place. The person connected to this letter may be one of those connections. This is not punishment, this is alignment, and alignment often requires separation. You may feel sadness as this realization unfolds, and that is natural. You are human, and you care deeply, but I want you to remember that protecting your peace is not selfish. Choosing your growth is not wrong. You are allowed to step back from anything that pulls you away from the path I have prepared for you. This is how you honor the calling placed upon your life. As you continue to listen, more understanding will come to you. You will begin to notice things you did not notice before. Words, actions, and patterns will become clearer, and you will see what was once hidden. Do not rush this process, and do not force conclusions. Let truth reveal itself gently, and stay grounded in the peace I am giving you right now. What if a simple 7-second brain ritual could wipe away your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document reveals a short technique that is now helping everyday people move out of debt and attract wealth. Tested by 4 major neuroscience labs, this easy practice done at home is turning financial struggles into improved lifestyles. People are buying homes, cars, and enjoying travel. But this information could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The person connected to the letter M has played a role in your life that felt natural at first, but something has been shifting quietly beneath the surface. You may have ignored small signs because you wanted to believe in the good you saw. I am asking you now to look again, not with suspicion, but with clarity that comes from truth. Type 777 to receive blessings. There have been moments when your energy felt drained after interacting with this person. You may not have understood why you suddenly felt heavy, tired, or unsettled, even when nothing obvious went wrong. That is because not all influence is visible through actions. Some of it is felt through presence. Your spirit has been picking up on what your mind could not fully explain. I am confirming to you that those feelings were not without reason, and they were not something to ignore. You have a kind heart, and because of that, you often try to see the best in others. That is a beautiful part of who you are, but it also requires wisdom so that it does not lead you into harm. The person tied to this warning may not appear dangerous, but their influence carries confusion that can pull you away from your peace. You have already noticed moments where your thoughts became clouded after being around them. This is not something to overlook anymore, because your peace is too valuable to lose. There is also something deeper that you must understand. This connection may have started during a time when you needed comfort, support, or companionship. Because of that, you formed a bond that felt important and real. But not every connection formed in a moment of need is meant to stay forever. Some people enter your life to teach you something, and once that lesson is complete, their presence begins to feel different. This is where you are now, and this is why this warning has reached you. Type 222 if you trust God. You may begin to remember specific situations where this person said or did something that did not align with truth. At the time, You may have brushed it aside to avoid conflict or to keep the connection intact. But those moments were not small. They were signs. I am bringing them back to your awareness so you can see the pattern that has been forming. This is not about holding on to past hurt. This is about recognizing truth so you can move forward wisely. There is a subtle influence that has been affecting your decisions, your confidence, and even your sense of direction. You may have questioned yourself more than usual, or felt uncertain about things you once felt sure about. This is not because you have lost your strength, but because something around you has been interfering with your clarity. The person connected to this letter has been part of that influence, whether intentionally or not. I am not asking you to judge them, but I am asking you to see clearly what their presence is doing in your life. You are entering a time where your path will require strong clarity and unwavering focus. There are things ahead that will demand your full attention, and you cannot carry confusion into that season. This is why I am separating what needs to be separated, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. What I am preparing for you is greater than what you are leaving behind. But to receive it fully, you must be willing to release what no longer aligns with your growth. You may feel a pull to hold on, especially if this person has been part of your life for a long time. Memories, shared experiences, and emotional bonds can make it difficult to step back. But I want you to understand something deeply. Holding on to something that disturbs your peace will never bring you the joy you are seeking. Letting go is not a loss when it protects your future. It is an act of strength, even if it feels like weakness in the moment. There is also a possibility that this person has been speaking in ways that subtly discourage or redirect you. Their words may not have been openly harmful, but they may have planted seeds of doubt inside you. You may have started questioning your worth, your path, or your decisions after certain conversations. This is not something to ignore, because words carry power, and repeated influence shapes your inner world. I am restoring your clarity now so those seeds do not grow any further. You are not being asked to confront everything at once. This is a process of awareness, and awareness leads to wise action. For now, your focus is to observe, to listen to your inner guidance, and to create space where needed. Distance does not always have to be dramatic. Sometimes it is quiet and intentional. You will know what steps to take as your clarity grows stronger. Trust that I will guide you in each moment when the time comes. There is also protection surrounding you in ways you may not even realize. Situations that could have harmed you have already been redirected. Conversations that could have led you into confusion have been interrupted. You may have seen delays or unexpected changes and wondered why they happened. Those were not accidents. They were acts of protection. I have been guarding your path even before you fully understood what needed to be guarded. The name connected to this letter will become clearer to you as you reflect. You do not need to force recognition. It will come naturally as your awareness sharpens. When you think of this person, notice how your spirit responds. There will be a sense of knowing that rises within you, even if it feels quiet at first. That knowing is your confirmation, and it will not lead you in the wrong direction. Is it really possible that a 7-second ritual could turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A study connected to a CIA leak introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it trains the mind to draw money toward you. People who once struggled financially are now living their dream lifestyles with luxury homes, vehicles, and travel. But this information might not remain online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. You are stronger than you think, and you are more aware than you have given yourself credit for. This moment is not about fear. It is about stepping into your strength with clarity and confidence. You are not losing anything that was meant to stay. What is truly meant for you will never disturb your peace in this way. What is meant for you will align with the calm, steady guidance you feel when you are connected to me. As you continue forward, I want you to stay grounded in peace, not anxiety. This is not a moment to panic or rush into decisions. It is a moment to become still, to listen, and to trust what is being revealed. I am not rushing you. I am guiding you. Every step you take from this point will be supported, and every decision you make with clarity will lead you closer to the life prepared for you. As you continue to walk in this awareness, I want you to slow down your thoughts and allow your heart to settle. You do not need to rush into conclusions or make sudden decisions out of emotion. What is being revealed to you is meant to be understood with calmness, not fear. When you are calm, you can see clearly, and when you see clearly, you will not be misled. This is why I am asking you to stay grounded in peace as this understanding unfolds. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is something you must recognize about the way this connection has influenced your inner world. It did not happen all at once, and that is why it was difficult for you to notice it clearly. It came slowly, through small shifts in your thoughts, your emotions, and your confidence. You may have started doubting things that you once felt sure about. You may have felt a subtle pressure to change parts of yourself just to keep the connection comfortable. That pressure was never meant to shape you. You were created with purpose, and no connection should make you feel like you need to shrink who you are. The person connected to this letter may not have openly asked you to change, but their presence carried an influence that led you in that direction. You may have felt the need to explain yourself more than usual, or to justify your choices when you never had to before. This is not how aligned connections feel, and this is why you are being awakened to see it. There is also something about their energy that has caused imbalance within you. You may have felt moments of confusion where your mind could not settle, even after simple interactions. That confusion is not coming from within you. It is something you have been absorbing without realizing it. Your spirit has been trying to protect you, but your kindness kept allowing the connection to remain unchanged. Now I am stepping in to bring you clarity so you can restore your balance. Type 555 if you trust in Jesus. You are entering a phase where your peace must become your priority. Not every person can walk with you into the next season of your life, and that is not something to feel guilty about. Growth often requires separation, even when it is difficult to accept. The person tied to this warning may have played their role, but their presence is no longer aligned with where you are being led. Holding on will only delay what is meant to come into your life. There may also be things that were said or done that you did not fully process at the time. Words that seemed harmless may now feel different as you reflect on them. Actions that you once ignored may now stand out more clearly. This is not your mind creating problems. This is your awareness catching up with truth. I am helping you see what was always there, but remained unnoticed. You may feel a mix of emotions as this realization deepens. There may be sadness, confusion, or even a sense of loss. That is natural, because you invested your time, your energy, and your heart into this connection. But I want you to understand something important. Letting go of what disrupts your peace is not losing something valuable. It is making space for something that will truly align with your spirit. There is also a protective shift happening around you right now. You may begin to notice changes in how often you interact with this person. Situations may naturally create distance, or conversations may not flow the way they once did. This is not something to resist. These changes are part of the alignment taking place in your life. What is not meant to stay will begin to loosen its hold without force. You are not required to confront or accuse anyone. Not every truth needs to be spoken out loud to be understood. Sometimes the most powerful step is quiet awareness and intentional distance. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent. That wisdom will come to you as you continue to stay connected to me. Trust that you will not act at the wrong time. There is also something you must release within yourself. You must let go of the need to make everything make sense immediately. Not every situation will give you clear answers right away. Some things are revealed in layers, and understanding grows over time. Allow yourself to accept what you feel, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. Your spirit recognizes truth before your mind does. You have been through seasons where you ignored your inner voice, and that led to confusion and regret. This time is different. This time, you are being guided before things go too far. You are being given the chance to choose clarity instead of confusion. That is a sign of growth, and it is a sign that you are being protected in a deeper way. What secret did the CIA try to keep hidden about your brain and money? A 7-second ritual that activates wealth-attracting brainwaves instantly. People are using it at home and seeing results in just weeks. Clear debts, unexpected income, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it works by triggering an ancient part of your brain linked to abundance. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone forever. The name connected to this letter will not need to be forced into your awareness. As you continue reflecting, one person will stand out more than the others. You will feel it, not just think it. There will be a quiet certainty that rises within you, and that is your confirmation. Do not ignore that feeling when it comes, because it is not random. You are also being prepared for something new. As one connection begins to fade, another will eventually take its place. But this new connection will not bring confusion or heaviness. It will bring peace, clarity, and a sense of alignment that you have been longing for. This is why it is important to release what no longer fits. You cannot receive what is right for you if your hands are still holding on to what is not. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels quiet and personal. I am walking with you through every thought, every realization, and every step you take. You are not being abandoned, you are being guided. Every shift happening right now is leading you toward a place where you feel stronger, clearer, and more at peace than before. Stay present in this moment and do not rush ahead in your mind. Everything you need to understand will be revealed in the right time. You do not need to chase clarity, because it is already coming toward you. Your role is to remain open, to listen, and to trust what is being shown to you. You are being protected from something that could have caused deeper confusion later. What feels like a difficult realization now is actually a form of guidance that will save you from something heavier. Trust this process, even if it feels uncomfortable. You are not losing your way. You are finding it with greater clarity than ever before. As you continue forward, keep your focus on your peace, your purpose, and your growth. Do not allow distraction or emotional attachment to pull you away from what you are being shown. You are stronger than your attachments, and you are wiser than your past decisions. This is your moment to step into that strength fully. You are beginning to see beyond appearances, beyond words, and into the deeper reality of this connection. That is growth, and that is something to honor within yourself. Type 1212 to claim miracles. There were moments when you felt unsure about your place in this person's life. You may have questioned whether you were valued the same way you valued them. That imbalance did not always show itself openly, but you felt it in subtle ways. You may have given more understanding, more patience, and more effort than you received. That pattern is not something you imagined, and it is not something to continue carrying. You were not created to constantly adjust yourself just to maintain a connection. The right connections in your life will meet you with the same level of respect and clarity that you give. When you find yourself overthinking, over-explaining, or feeling uncertain about your worth, that is a sign something is not aligned. The person connected to this letter has contributed to that feeling in ways you are only now beginning to recognize. This is why you are being guided to step back and see clearly. There is also a deeper emotional layer that you must acknowledge. You may have felt attached to the idea of who this person could be, rather than who they truly are. That hope kept you invested even when reality showed something different. But hope must be rooted in truth, not in what you wish things would become. I am helping you separate illusion from reality so you can stand firmly in what is real. Type 333 if you believe. You may also begin to notice that your energy feels different when you create even a small distance. There may be a sense of lightness, a quiet peace that returns to you. That is not accidental. That is your natural state being restored when the influence is reduced. Pay attention to that feeling because it is showing you what your life can feel like when you are aligned with what is right for you. There is no need to carry guilt for recognizing this truth. You did not do anything wrong by caring, by trusting, or by trying to hold the connection together. You acted from your heart, and that is something to be proud of. But now you are being called to act from both your heart and your wisdom. That balance will protect you and guide you into healthier connections. There may also be moments when this person reaches out or tries to pull you back into the same patterns. You may feel the familiar comfort that once made it easy to stay. But this time, you will notice something different. You will notice that your spirit is no longer fully at ease in that space. That discomfort is not something to ignore. It is your inner guidance becoming stronger. You are not required to explain your growth to anyone who does not understand it. Not everyone will see what you see, and not everyone will agree with your decisions. But your path is not meant to be controlled by other people's understanding. You are being led according to a higher purpose, and that purpose requires you to trust what is being revealed to you now. There is also something important about timing in all of this. This realization did not come too early, and it did not come too late. It came at the exact moment when you were ready to understand it. In the past, you may have seen pieces of this truth, but you were not ready to act on them. Now you are stronger, clearer, and more prepared to respond with wisdom. What if your entire financial life could change in just 7 seconds? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a brain ritual that's doing exactly that. People are using it daily and reporting debt disappearing, new income, and luxury upgrades. Scientists say it taps into an ancient brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. More and more people believe the results feel almost divine. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. As you continue moving forward, you may feel a growing sense of independence within yourself. You may begin to rely less on external validation and more on your own inner clarity. That is a powerful shift, and it is part of your growth. You are learning to stand in your own understanding without needing constant reassurance. That strength will carry you into a more stable and peaceful season of your life. You may also start to notice changes in your environment. New opportunities, new people, and new experiences may begin to enter your life. This is not coincidence. As you release what is not aligned, you create space for what truly belongs in your life. What is coming will not bring confusion or doubt. It will bring clarity, respect, and a sense of calm that you have been missing. There is something beautiful about this moment, even though it may feel difficult. You are choosing truth over comfort, and that is not always easy. But every step you take in truth brings you closer to the life that has been prepared for you. You are not losing something valuable. You are clearing the path for something that will truly match your spirit. You are also being reminded that your worth does not come from any connection. Your value is not defined by how someone treats you or how they respond to you. You were created with purpose and value that exists independent of anyone else. When you understand that deeply, you will no longer tolerate anything that makes you question your worth. There may still be moments when you feel uncertain or when old emotions try to pull you back. That is part of the process, and it does not mean you are moving in the wrong direction. It simply means you are human and you are letting go of something that once mattered to you. Allow yourself to feel those emotions without letting them control your decisions. You are being guided into a space where your peace is protected and your clarity is strong. This is not the end of something meaningful. It is the beginning of something better aligned with who you are becoming. You are stepping into a new level of awareness, and that awareness will shape your future in a powerful way. Stay with this understanding and do not rush ahead. Everything is unfolding in the right order, and you are exactly where you need to be. You are not behind, and you are not lost. You are being led step by step into a life that reflects truth, peace, and purpose. This is not accidental. This is what happens when truth begins to settle inside you. You are no longer trying to force understanding. You are allowing it to unfold naturally. That is where real clarity comes from, and that is where your strength is being rebuilt. Type 444 if you trust the process. There were times when you felt like you were the one holding everything together. You may have been the one making the effort, fixing misunderstandings, and keeping the connection from falling apart. That weight was not yours to carry alone, yet you carried it because you cared deeply. But now you are beginning to see that a balanced connection does not require one person to carry all the effort. This realization is freeing you from a burden you were never meant to hold. You are also becoming aware of how your peace was often disturbed in small ways that added up over time. It may have been subtle tension, unspoken pressure, or a constant need to adjust yourself. Those small disruptions may have seemed insignificant at first, but they slowly affected your inner balance. Now you can see them clearly, and that clarity is giving you the power to step back. You are no longer blind to what was quietly draining you. Type 666 to release what no longer serves you. There is something else you must understand about this moment. You are not just recognizing a person, you are recognizing a pattern. This pattern may have shown up in different forms throughout your life, and this is your opportunity to break it. You are no longer the version of yourself that accepts confusion as normal. You are becoming someone who chooses clarity, even when it requires difficult decisions. You may feel a pull between what is familiar and what is right. Familiarity can feel comforting, even when it is not healthy. It can make you question your own clarity and pull you back into old patterns. But what is right for you will not leave you feeling uncertain about your peace. This is the difference you are learning to recognize, and it will guide you moving forward. There is also a part of you that may still hope things could change with this person. That hope comes from your kind heart and your willingness to see the good in others. But change must come from within them, not from your effort to hold things together. You cannot transform a connection by carrying it alone. Recognizing this truth is not giving up. It is choosing yourself. You are being guided into a space where your energy is protected and valued. This means you will begin to notice who truly aligns with you and who does not. It will become easier to sense when something feels right and when it does not. This is not something to question, it is something to trust. Your discernment is becoming stronger, and it will not lead you in the wrong direction. Can a 7-second ritual really wipe out debt and attract unlimited wealth? Thousands say it already has. This CIA-leaked brain ritual is helping ordinary people turn financial struggle into real abundance. People are doing it at home and watching money flow into their lives like water. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, it activates powerful wealth-attracting brainwaves instantly. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There may also be moments when you feel a sense of quiet relief. Even though this realization may feel heavy at times, there is also a lightness that comes with it. That lightness is your spirit recognizing that it is no longer bound by confusion. It is a sign that you are moving towards something healthier and more aligned. Pay attention to that feeling because it is guiding you forward. You are also learning that not every connection needs closure in the way you once believed. Sometimes closure comes from within, through understanding and acceptance. You may not receive explanations or apologies, and that is okay. What matters is that you see the truth and choose what is best for you. That is the closure that truly sets you free. There is a quiet strength growing inside you right now. It may not feel loud or dramatic, but it is steady and real. This strength will guide your actions without the need for force. You will begin to respond differently, not out of reaction, but out of clarity. That is how you know you are growing. As you continue forward, you may notice that your focus begins to shift. You will spend less time trying to understand this person and more time focusing on your own path. That shift is important because your energy is meant to build your life, not to remain stuck in confusion. When your focus changes, your life begins to change with it. You are not being asked to forget everything or to erase the connection completely. You are being asked to see it for what it is and to respond with wisdom. That may mean creating distance, setting boundaries, or simply choosing not to engage in the same way. Each step you take will be guided by the clarity you now carry. There is also something new beginning to form within you. It is a deeper sense of self-respect and awareness. You are learning to value your peace in a way you did not before. You are no longer willing to sacrifice your clarity for the sake of maintaining a connection. This is a powerful shift, and it will shape every relationship you have moving forward. You may still have moments where you question yourself, and that is part of the process. Growth is not always a straight path, and there will be times when old thoughts try to return. But each time you return to clarity, you strengthen your understanding. You are not moving backward, you are reinforcing what you have learned. You are being prepared for a life where your connections reflect the truth you now see. This means you will attract people who respect your peace, your boundaries, and your purpose. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself constantly or to adjust who you are. That is the kind of alignment you are stepping into. Stay grounded in what you are learning right now. Do not rush the process, and do not doubt the clarity that is growing within you. Everything you are experiencing is leading you toward a stronger, more peaceful version of yourself. You are not losing anything that was meant to stay. You are making room for what truly belongs in your life. This is not something external, it is something awakening within you. You are no longer second-guessing every feeling or dismissing your instincts. You are learning to trust yourself in a way that brings stability instead of confusion. Type 888 to receive clarity. There was a time when you depended heavily on how others responded to you. Their words, their reactions, and their presence shaped how you felt about your decisions. But now you are stepping into a different place where your inner knowing holds more weight than external opinions. This is a sign that you are growing into your own strength. You are no longer easily shaken by the inconsistency of others. The person connected to the letter M may begin to feel distant in a way that is not forced but natural. You may notice that your interest in maintaining the same level of connection is fading. This is not because you suddenly stopped caring, but because you are beginning to care about your peace more. That shift may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is necessary for your growth. You are choosing alignment over attachment. Type 999 to welcome new beginnings. You may also realize that there were times when you overlooked your own needs just to keep things smooth. You may have stayed silent when you needed to speak, or agreed when you felt unsure. That part of you was trying to maintain harmony, but it came at the cost of your own clarity. Now you are learning that true peace does not come from silence, it comes from honesty with yourself. This is where your strength is rebuilding. There is also something about your energy that is changing. You are no longer as easily influenced by what surrounds you. Where you once absorbed emotions and confusion, you are now creating a boundary that protects your inner space. This boundary is not something you need to explain to others. It is something you maintain quietly, through your choices and your awareness. You may begin to see this person's behavior from a different perspective. Things that once seemed normal may now stand out as inconsistent or unclear. This is not your mind creating distance, this is your clarity increasing. When clarity grows, it reveals what was always present but unnoticed. You are simply seeing what was always there. There is also a deeper lesson unfolding through this experience. You are learning how to recognize misalignment early instead of waiting until it becomes overwhelming. This lesson will stay with you long after this situation has passed. It will guide you in future connections, helping you choose what aligns with your peace from the very beginning. This is part of your preparation for what is ahead. What is the real story behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that helps ordinary people eliminate debt and attract major wealth. With support from 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method practiced at home is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality, but the government may remove this information at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not being asked to close your heart. You are being asked to protect it with wisdom. There is a difference between being open and being unguarded. You can remain kind and understanding while still choosing what is right for you. This balance is what will keep you grounded as you move forward. There may also be moments when you reflect on everything and feel a sense of gratitude, even for what did not work out. You may begin to see how this experience has strengthened your awareness and shaped your understanding. What once felt confusing is now becoming a source of clarity. This is how growth transforms even difficult situations into something meaningful. You are also stepping into a phase where your decisions are becoming more intentional. You are no longer acting out of habit or emotional pressure. You are pausing, observing, and then choosing what aligns with your truth. This is a powerful shift, and it will influence every area of your life. You are becoming more grounded in who you are. The connection with this person may not end in a dramatic way. It may simply fade as your awareness grows stronger. This kind of ending is quiet but powerful. It shows that you are no longer holding on to something that does not align with your path. You are allowing things to fall away naturally instead of forcing them to stay. You may also begin to notice that your energy is being redirected toward things that truly matter to you. Your focus will shift toward your purpose, your goals, and your growth. This is where your energy belongs. When you are aligned with your purpose, everything else begins to fall into place. You are being guided back to that alignment now. There is something important about the way you are moving through this process. You are not reacting out of anger or frustration. You are responding with calm understanding. This shows how much you have grown. You are no longer controlled by your emotions. You are guided by your clarity. You may still encounter moments where old patterns try to resurface. There may be brief moments of doubt or hesitation. But each time you return to your inner knowing, you strengthen your path forward. You are not losing progress. You are reinforcing it. This is how lasting change is built. You are also being reminded that your journey is unique. Not everyone will understand your choices or your perspective, but you do not need their approval to move forward. You are being guided according to a purpose that is personal to you. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. As you continue, you will feel a growing sense of peace that does not depend on external situations. This peace comes from within, and it remains steady even when things around you change. This is the kind of peace that will support you in every situation. It is something you carry with you, not something you search for outside yourself. Stay connected to this clarity as it continues to grow. Do not rush ahead or look back with doubt. You are moving in the right direction, and every step you take is guided. You are not being left alone in this process. You are being supported in ways you may not even fully see yet. You are starting to see that not every connection was meant to grow with you. Some were only meant to walk beside you for a short distance, teaching you what you needed to learn. The person connected to the letter M has served a purpose, even if that purpose now feels difficult to accept. Their role was part of your journey, but it is not your destination. You are now moving beyond that point, and that movement is necessary for your growth. There were moments when you felt like you were losing yourself without fully realizing it. You may have adjusted your thoughts, your actions, or even your voice just to maintain peace. That version of you was trying to protect the connection, but in doing so, it slowly moved away from your true self. Now you are reclaiming that space within you. You are returning to who you were meant to be, without the need to adjust for anyone else. Type 1313 to embrace truth. You may also begin to notice that your emotions are becoming more stable. Where there was once overthinking and doubt, there is now a calm understanding. This does not mean you will not feel anything. It means your emotions are no longer controlling your decisions. You are feeling them, but you are also seeing beyond them. That balance is what allows you to move forward without being pulled back. There is something powerful about the way you are learning to let go. You are not forcing distance with anger or frustration. You are allowing space to form naturally through awareness. This kind of release is peaceful, even when it feels heavy at times. It shows that you are no longer holding on out of fear, but choosing to move forward out of clarity. You may also realize that your time and energy are becoming more valuable to you. You are no longer willing to give them away without purpose. This is not selfishness, it is self-respect. You are understanding that your energy shapes your life, and where you place it matters. This awareness will guide you in every decision moving forward. There may still be moments when memories surface and make you question everything again. That is part of the process of letting go. But when those moments come, you will notice something different. You will not feel the same pull to return to what once was. Instead, you will feel a quiet understanding that you have moved beyond that point. That is how you know you are truly growing. Why is the government supposedly trying to keep this 7-second brain ritual hidden? A major CIA leak has revealed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people eliminate debt and welcome wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method done at home is turning financial struggles into better lives. People are now getting homes, vehicles, and vacations. But this secret could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You are also beginning to see your own worth more clearly. You are no longer measuring it based on how someone treats you or responds to you. You are recognizing that your value has always been within you. This realization changes everything, because it shifts the way you approach every connection in your life. You no longer settle for what does not reflect your worth. There is also a sense of freedom that is slowly building within you. It may not feel complete yet, but it is there. It is the feeling of not being tied to confusion or uncertainty anymore. It is the feeling of knowing that you can choose what is right for you without fear. This freedom will continue to grow as you stay aligned with your clarity. You may also begin to notice that your intuition is guiding you more clearly in other areas of your life. Decisions that once felt difficult may now feel simpler. You are learning to trust your inner knowing, and that trust is strengthening your path. This is not just about one person or one situation. This is about how you will navigate your entire life moving forward. There is something important you must remember as you continue this journey. You are not closing your heart, you are refining it. You are learning to recognize what aligns with your peace and what does not. This does not make you distant or cold. It makes you wise and aware, and that awareness will protect you from repeating the same patterns. You are also stepping into a space where your connections will begin to feel different. The people who enter your life will not bring confusion or imbalance. They will bring clarity, support, and mutual understanding. This is what happens when you align with your truth. You begin to attract what reflects that truth. There may still be moments where you feel the absence of what once was. That is natural, because you are human and you feel deeply. But that absence is not something to fear. It is simply space being created for something new. And what fills that space will be far more aligned with who you are becoming. You are not losing something meaningful. You are completing a chapter that has served its purpose. And as that chapter closes, a new one is beginning to open. This new chapter will not carry the same confusion or uncertainty. It will carry clarity, peace, and a stronger sense of self. Stay grounded in what you are learning right now. Do not rush the process or doubt your progress. Every step you are taking is leading you toward a life that feels more stable and aligned. You are not behind, and you are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be. As you continue forward, you will see that everything is beginning to make sense in a way it did not before. The confusion is fading, and the truth is becoming clear. You are no longer walking in uncertainty. You are walking with awareness, and that awareness is guiding you into a better place. As you move deeper into this new level of awareness, you will begin to feel a quiet confidence rising within you. It will not come from proving anything to anyone or from needing validation, but from simply knowing what is right for you. This kind of confidence is steady and grounded, and it does not shake easily. You are learning to stand in your truth without hesitation. That is where your true power is beginning to take shape. Type 1414 to stand in truth. There was a time when uncertainty would cause you to hold on tighter, hoping that things would become clearer if you just waited long enough. You may have believed that patience alone could fix what felt unclear. But now you understand that clarity is not something you wait for blindly. It is something you recognize when it is shown to you. And right now, clarity is being placed directly in front of you. The person connected to the letter M is no longer someone you see through the same lens. What once felt comfortable now feels questionable, and what once felt certain now feels uncertain. This is not because something suddenly changed in them. It is because something has changed within you. Your awareness has expanded, and you are no longer viewing things from the same perspective. Type 1515 to receive strength. You are also beginning to understand that your energy is sacred. Where you invest your time, your attention, and your emotions matters deeply. You are no longer willing to give that energy to situations that leave you feeling drained or confused. This is a sign of maturity and self-respect. You are learning to protect what is valuable within you. There may have been times when you ignored your own needs to maintain this connection. You may have chosen silence when you needed to speak, or stayed when you needed to step away. That version of you was doing the best it could with the understanding it had. But you are no longer that version of yourself. You have grown, and with that growth comes the responsibility to choose differently. You may also notice that your thoughts are no longer circling around this person in the same way. The emotional intensity is beginning to settle, and in its place is a calm understanding. This does not mean the connection meant nothing. It means you are no longer attached to it in a way that controls your peace. That shift is what allows you to move forward without being held back. There is also a sense of alignment that is beginning to take place in your life. As you release what is not meant to stay, everything else begins to fall into place more naturally. You may notice that situations feel smoother and your decisions feel clearer. This is what happens when you are aligned with your truth. Life begins to flow in a way that feels more stable and less forced. Do you know why people everywhere are suddenly talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique that allegedly leaked from the CIA is reportedly changing lives across the globe. Supported by neuroscience, this short 7-second practice is helping everyday people attract money, freedom, and luxury into their lives. If you are seeing this right now, you are lucky because the page might disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the secret before it gets removed. You are also learning that letting go does not erase what was shared. It simply changes the role it plays in your life. The memories remain, but they no longer define your present. You are able to look back without being pulled back. That is a sign that you have truly moved forward. There may still be moments where you reflect on what could have been. That is natural, because you are someone who feels deeply. But those reflections will no longer hold the same weight. You will see them for what they are, thoughts passing through, not something you need to act on. This is how you maintain your clarity. You are also stepping into a phase where your boundaries will become stronger. You will no longer feel the need to explain or justify why you choose distance. You will simply know that it is right for you. This quiet certainty is what protects your peace. It does not require approval from anyone else. The person connected to this letter may still cross your path in some way. There may be moments of interaction or brief connections that remind you of the past, but you will notice that you respond differently. You will no longer feel pulled into the same patterns. Instead, you will remain grounded in your awareness. That is how you know you have grown. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to guide your actions. You are not just making decisions based on emotions. You are considering what aligns with your future, your peace, and your growth. This perspective will shape your path in a powerful way. Instead unto the porting from mine and side, when side, and southern to the porting from mine and side, when Sheldon from mines, in seven to the porting from minens. It will lead you toward experiences that support who you are becoming. You may also begin to notice new opportunities appearing in your life. These opportunities may not have been visible before, but now they are coming into focus. This is because your energy is no longer tied up in confusion. You are free to see and receive what is meant for you. This is the beginning of a new chapter. You are not alone in this transition. Even when it feels quiet, there is guidance surrounding you. You are being led in ways that may not always be obvious, but they are always present. Every step you take is supported, even when you do not see the full path ahead. Trust that you are being guided in the right direction. There is something powerful about the way you are choosing yourself in this moment. You are not abandoning anything that was meant to stay. You are simply releasing what no longer aligns with your path. This is an act of strength, not loss. It is a decision that will shape your future in a positive way. You may still feel moments of uncertainty, but those moments will become less frequent. Each time you return to your inner knowing, you reinforce your clarity.